Check in, check out form sheet back?
Yes.
Sal, did y'all bring yours back? Kyron, come get the study guide because you didn't finish it.
Yeah, Kyron.
You had it's better than a 0, but...
Still, you want all your points.
Kyron, you have no room to be talking, so skip it.
Kyron, I still haven't done mine. But still.
Hey, I need that study guide for real. Like, when are you going to get it to me?
I can do it tonight.
Dude, you said that for 3 weeks now.
Well, the other times I said that I usually had work. That's right.
Look, you've got a break or something. You can do it during then, okay? That's when I used to have to do mine.
After I take this test, can I go to Coach Dye's class?
Do what, Jacob?
Can I go to Coach Dye's class to go ask him if I'm exempt from this test because I sat in his class for like 20 minutes?
No.
So I'm only able to go down there and ask him.
When we get finished with everything, then you can go.
That's what I am.
I thought you meant like right now when you got finished. Yes, when we get finished with class, yes, you can go.
Because I literally just got done sitting in this class for 20 minutes after I'd seen him.
Yes, when we finish everything in class, when you finish everything in class, you can go. Kyron, did you get your study guide? Okay.
That is a lot.
Here we go. All right, 7. You're going to distribute the 3, so you get 15x minus 3 is equal to 3x plus 3. And then you need to move the 3x. How would I move it? There you go. So let's see. 15 minus 3 is 12x. Got to get x by itself. So what would I do from there? Plus 3. There you go. So 12x is equal to 6. Divide. And 6 divided by 12 is 0.5 or 1/2.
1/2.
Yep.
What if you put D?
Either one is fine. They're both the same answers. Yeah, they are. It's just one written. That's 1/2 though.
I think it said P, not.
No, D as in dog. Alright, so y'all are going to work on 8, 9, and 10 as your bell ringer. So you can at least work on 10. You know how to solve both of those, okay? So solve that one for x, and then solve this one for x, okay? What about number 9? Number 9, you got to move that 10 over first, right? And then number 8, how many answers do you get with absolute value? 2. So you set x minus 5 equal to negative 4. And you set x minus 5 equal to positive 4. And then you solve them, okay? So for your bell ringer, y'all go ahead and work on 8, 9, and 10. So that way we don't have so much to cover on Monday next week. Alright guys, there's the answers for 8, 9, and 10. Do I need to go over number 8? Anybody need us to go over 8? Yes. What about 9? Do we need to go over 9? Anybody need 9? Actually, this should be called the empty set, not just 0, because it's not possible. Because when you move that 10 over, it's x minus 3 is equal to a negative. And absolute values can never be equal to a negative, right? So it really should be called empty, like it's not possible, or no solution. You can call it either one. No solution or empty set. Alright, so let's see this one. Where are announcements at this morning? I guess that didn't happen.
Man, I'm pretty mad now. I can't wait today to break down
Alright, so you got to add the 5 over. It gives you 15, right? Divide by 2. And so x is less than or equal to 15 over 2. Which means it can't be B and it can't be D. Because I actually have a number. So let's see. What about this one? 33 minus 4x is greater than 5. Subtract the 33. And negative 4x is greater than negative 28. Alright, what happens to that inequality sign when you divide by a negative? It flips. So now it's x is greater than 7. Because you divided by a negative. If you divide or multiply by a negative, that sign flips. And so that means it's not A, because that was less than instead of greater than. It's got to be C. Y'all okay? Not really?
No.
Well, where should I see you tomorrow morning then?
Do you think my grade will go up like a lot if I make up the test? I have a 67.
Test is 60%, so yes, it will go up a lot. Yes, yes, yes. We have had 5, I'm pretty sure, and Friday makes 6. I'll double check it, but I think we've had 5 so far, and this makes 6.
Like, how many points do you think will bring it up?
Since it's a 0, it can bring it up. If you make 100, it has potential of bringing it up about 8 points or so. 6 points. Alright, so I guess we're not going to have announcements this morning. So y'all grab your notes real quick. Grab your notes, guys. Grab your notes. I'm sorry. We got to go to Friday, and then we'll be... Monday, all we're going to do is review, and then we'll be done.
What was the answer for that?
For what? Number 10 was C. Alright, this is the last... Hey. This is the last lesson. We're going to do it today and tomorrow. We're going to review Thursday, and then your last test is on Friday, okay? Your last test.
It's the big one.
That also brings you up the big
Yes, that will also bring it. And then you have the final exam, which will help you bring you up too, because final exam is 10%.
So like it can bring you up. That's if you get 100, right?
That's if you get 100.
That's I can do that.
But I mean, with this study guide, if you're taking the study guide seriously, then it's pretty much the same thing. I just changed some numbers and changed a couple of things. It's
So if
not...
I get like a 60,
Bless you.
Bring me up 6%.
Huh?
If I got a 60 on it, would it bring me up 6%?
Yes.
What? Oh, heck, this is
But then you have to remember that it averages in first quarter as well.
my first.
First quarter, it's first quarter, second quarter, like right now, from August, and then right now, and your final, all have to give you. And on Monday, I'll show you how you can calculate all that
I
stuff.
don't need that. I just need this grade to be kind of like a high C, almost a B, so I can be like, oh, it's almost a B. And my parents are like,
That's not the one that goes on your report card, though. The one that goes on your report card is all of them together.
So if you're a senior, you're lost that way.
Yep, as long as you are able to exempt next semester. All right, here we go. We're on page 15. Let's go, let's go, let's
I'll
go.
be here every day, basically.
So you've got complex numbers, and in Algebra 1, you could find the square root of 25. We have done this 1,000 times, guys. Come on, what's the square root of 25? Come on. 5. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's part of those perfect squares. How did you get that? Because 5 times 5 is 25, right? Two of the same numbers will give you 25. All right, but here's the deal. What about negative 25? Will 5 times 5 give you negative 25?
5 times me.
Well, if you do 5 times negative 5, that's not two of the same numbers, okay? So what we do, the reason what we do this is, you see this graph right here? Because remember, the whole point of what we've done is to find where it hits the x-axis. Does this ever hit the x-axis? No. That's why they're called imaginary, because we're trying to figure out where that vertex is that doesn't hit the x-axis, okay? They're real things, but they don't hit the x. Yes, ma'am. No, I was just showing you that. I was just showing you why in the world we're doing this imaginary crap, okay? All right, so what you do is if it has a negative, all you do is the square root of 25 is 5, and that negative means that you have an I right there. It means that this graph is not going to hit the x-axis, okay? It means that this graph is not going to hit the x-axis.
why does it have a little curve on it?
Just the way I write my eyes.
Because it'd be like that.
I mean, you just write your I however you need to write your I. Okay, so here we go. The imaginary unit I, and why is it imaginary? It means that it does not hit the x-axis, okay? That's all it means.
That's hurting my
I know, I'm trying to fix it. Okay, so the I, here's what you need to know. You need to know I squared is the same as negative 1. You have to know that. Like, highlight it, star it, know it. I squared is negative 1. You got to know it. In fact, I'll highlight it for you.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Are we going to do some more stuff with imaginary numbers after this?
Yes. But that'll be after Christmas in January. Alright, so here we go. Number 1. What's the square root of 121?
11.
11, and then because it has a negative, only because it has a negative, it's 11i.
Wait, we didn't do that is I.
Oh, wait, did we finish? The number I is the principal square root of negative. I is the square root of negative 1. Sorry.
I is square root.
See how you had a negative inside a square root? There's really a negative 1 there? That's all it means. All right, what about 196? You got to know these.
13.
13.
Oh, wait, it is.
13 or 14? Which one?
13.
It's 14.
Dad, it's
It is 14i.
Hey, we got
You got to know those perfect squares, guys.
You only made us one.
All right, and because it's got an I, because it's a negative, right?
Yeah.
What about 324? Come on.
24.
18 or 18i.
24 or 18? Which one?
18i.
18.
It's 18i. Very good. The only reason it's got an I, guys, is because of what? Because of the negative. That's it, okay? Don't go making things I's just because you're taking square roots. All right, what can I do here?
I don't know.
Wait,
Negative
this
2
is
is
positive?
1 I. And 1 I times.
Stop, Blake.
What's 32 divided by?
It's
Don't make it hard.
It's
5
60
points.
Thank you, Jack. How'd you do that?
Squared, or no,
Square root. How'd you get 64?
Oh.
multiply.
You just multiply them, okay? What's negative 2 times negative 34?
It's 60.
It's positive 64, right?
Then you got a square root.
And what's the square root of 64?
It's
8 or 8i?
8.
Just 8, okay?
Oh, so we have to do this square root?
Yeah, if you can.
75.
what?
3.
8 times 8 is 64.
All
Alright, what about this one? What do I do here?
It's
Multiply them. What do you get?
225.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. And what's the square root of positive 225? Just 15. Okay, do y'all see the difference between them?
Okay. Now
It's just the
these
square root of
start off
225, Bobby.
No, like, I don't know, negative 75.
Times negative 3
Okay.
is positive 225. Did you get it? And then you take the square root of 225, which is 15. You okay? Okay. Alright, what about 6? What can you do here?
You're gonna put it in. No, you're gonna just gotta multiply.
You just gotta multiply 'em.
yourself.
How much?
Is it going to be asked?
Well, before that,
Oh, you have to.
24. 6 times 4 is 24. I squared.
So that means it's gonna be a negative 1.
Uh-huh, and we already learned right here, I squared is negative 1, so this is 24 times negative 1.
Which equals negative 24.
There you go.
And then you got your fruit match.
You got your answer, yep. Y'all okay?
Wait, why do you have to multiply by negative?
Because I squared is the same as negative. That's what we just learned earlier with that highlighted stuff.
So anytime that there's an I squared, just multiply times negative 1.
Yep. You gotta fix it.
This is getting
For I to be 11.
Alright, what about...
Now do we put an I beside the 24 because it's negative?
No, because the I squared is just negative 1, that's it. And then 24 times negative 1 is just 24. Alright, what about 7?
Negative 21.
I squared.
Alright.
Guess what? You're gonna multiply that
It's gonna be
times
positive
negative
21.
1. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be positive 21.
There you go.
Dang, Blake. Why can't everyone just be
Very good.
I don't want
When I
everything.
grow up, I want to be like,
Okay, now look at 8. 8's where it starts getting different, okay? It doesn't really start getting hard, it just starts getting different.
It's 1, put the 1, put a positive or a positive 1 for the I.
Alright, so how many 2's are inside 4?
There's 2.
There's 2 of them, so you got I squared and I squared, right? Because remember when you multiply the bases, you add the exponents? Remember that from Algebra 1? So it's negative 1 times negative 1, and Jacob was right, it is positive 1.
Dang, Jacob. You're a
man,
Y'all okay?
this is easy.
Wait, so then you just
This
keep
all we're
on.
doing?
Well, I mean, a little bit different on the back and the bottom, but yeah, pretty much.
This one's gonna be different because it's an odd number.
Alright, how many 2's are inside of 11?
5.
5. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do. You ready? Negative 2 to the 5th power, right? How many i's is that? When you have one base, you multiply. So how many i's do I have?
That's 10.
I have 10. I can't do that because I'm wrong. How many am I missing? You're missing 1, so you have to put 1 more out to the side. You have to still have 11. You cannot change the meaning. You still have to have 11 bucks, right? Even though you change it out with the cashier. Alright, what is I squared? Negative 1, so this is negative 1 to the 5th times I. And you take your handy-dandy calculator and you do parentheses. You got to use parentheses. If you don't, it's wrong. And what's negative 1 to the 5th? It's just negative 1. So
How do
it's
you do to that 5th like that?
little exponent right here. Right below clear. The little arrow. Here you go. Ready? Parentheses. negative 1, close parentheses,
Oh, dude.
hit your little arrow, and then 5, and you get negative 1.
What about the other I?
You just stick him right there next to him.
I see it.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. Number 10. How many 2's are inside of 25?
There's 12.
There's 12. If you need to, just do 25 divided by 2, and you'll get 12.5. Okay, but how many I's do I have?
You have.
You have 24. You're wrong because you got to have 25, right? So you're wrong until you have 25 altogether. And I squared is negative 1 to the 12th times I. And you just take your hand at any calculator. Negative 1 to the 12th power. And I get positive 1, right?
Oh, man.
So I get positive 1 I. Are y'all okay? Alright, what about 11? How many 2's are inside 20? There's
4.
10 of them. 10. 2 times 10 is 20. Alright, and then let's see. That's negative 1 to the 10th power. Because I already have 20. I don't have to have any extra i's. Alright, let's plug that in. I got positive 1. Are y'all okay? Anybody lost?
Hey,
Alright.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Wait. Never mind. I don't have a question.
You sure?
Yeah, I looked at it. I was looking at something.
What you got, Jack? Let's finish the yeah. You know what? This stuff's easy. Go real quick because you need the stuff on the back. This stuff we're just adding and subtracting. All right, here we go. 1 through 4. 1 through 4. Okay, guys, look. Don't make this hard because this is what y'all do on the test. Y'all get here and you don't look in the middle and you make these way too difficult, okay? What's the only thing you're doing on number 1? You're adding, okay? So what am I going to add?
White terms.
Which ones, though? 5 plus 2. What's 5 plus 2? 7.
Then do negative 7, 4.
All right, and then you said negative 7 plus 4. Okay, guys, when you are adding, don't touch those exponents. What is negative 7 plus 4? Negative 3i, and you're done, okay? When you multiply the bases is when you touch the exponents. When you're adding and subtracting, don't touch them. All right, what's the only thing we're doing on number 2? Subtract, okay? So what do we go? 4 minus 3. How much is 4 minus 3? That's 1. And then negative 8 minus negative 6. Negative 2i, right? They're not like, so you can't do anything. Are y'all okay? Pretty easy, right?
Is it about to get hard?
No, not really. Alright, what about 3? Let's see. I'm multiplying, right?
Yes.
How many terms am I multiplying?
You're multiplying 4. So
4 of them.
The,
You use the FOIL. Yep. What's my first?
3
Which is? Negative 6.
first outer.
What's my outer?
It's 3 and 4.
3 times 4i, right? Now you're multiplying. What's 3 times 4i?
It's going to be 12.
Positive 12i. What's my inner?
That is negative 4i.
Negative 4i. And be careful on your last. Your last is 2i times 4i. You multiply the bases, you add the exponents.
8i squared.
Perfect. But I'm not done. I see 2 things. There's more, right, Hunter? What do you see first?
There's still like terms.
I still got like terms. What's 12 minus 4?
12 minus 4 equals
Positive or negative 8?
positive.
Positive 8, I. And what's I squared?
I squared is negative 1.
So it's 8 times negative 1.
Wow. So that's negative 8.
That's negative 8, yep.
And now there's even more like terms.
And there's even more like terms. What's negative 6 minus 8?
That's negative 13, 14.
14. It's not hard. But look right here, Jack. We just literally added 5 plus 2 is 7. Negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. That's it. Here we just subtracted. 4 minus 3 is 1. Negative 8 minus negative 6 is negative 2.
Can I use a highlighter?
Yeah, right here. I got 2 right here. And then number 4 is what you missed on number 3. We'll do it together.
When are we gonna? I'm guessing we're gonna divide these, right?
Yeah, on the back page. All right, here we go. We're gonna multiply, right? So Jack, we're multiplying here in the middle, and we got 4 terms. We're gonna FOIL. So my first is 6 times 9. What's 6 times 9? Anybody?
6 times 9.
54.
It's definitely 54.
So what grade did we FOIL in? I don't remember.
9th grade.
Yeah, I didn't FOIL.
Well, you're doing it now. Plus, we've done it on bell ringers and stuff before this. All right, my outer 2 most terms. That's 6 times 2i. 6 times 2i is 12i.
Have we turned FOIL stands for real quick?
First, outer, inner, last. So, your first is the first 2 in both parentheses. So that's why we did 6 times 9. Your outer is the very outside terms on both ends. So that's 6 and 2i. The inner are the inside 2. So negative 8i times 9.
Negative 72.
That's negative 72i. Don't forget your I with it. And then your last is the last term in both parentheses. So negative 8i times 2i. So negative 8 times 2, bless you, is negative 16. I squared. I times I is I squared. Alright, what y'all see?
I see 2 like terms.
What you see?
12i and 72i.
What's 12 minus 72?
60.
Negative 60i. Don't touch the exponents if you're adding and subtracting, okay? Alright, and then you know what I squared is. So it's negative 16 times negative 1. And that's positive 16.
I see 2 more like terms.
And you got positive 54 plus 16.
That's 66.
66 minus 6i. 60i, excuse me, not 6. Where?
I thought 6 plus 54 would be 60. Then
Not 6, 16.
No, he said. Yeah, 70.
Where?
16.
Oh, that is 70. Sorry. Yeah, y'all are right. It's 70. Sorry. I didn't see the 4. No, you're not going crazy. I didn't see the 4. Sorry, guys.
I got 66. I was like, wait, how did this work out?
All right, let's flip over on the back real quick. Let's see how much, not the back, the next page. Let's see how much we can get done today. What's wrong?
I didn't even get to do the highlighter part.
Well, I'll come back to it when we get done, okay? All right, here we go. Here's what I want you to do. I want y'all... No. 16. Next page over. 5 through 8. 5 through 8. And then we'll do the other ones. We only have 4 problems to do tomorrow. And then we'll finish reviewing tomorrow. We'll review on Thursday. And then we'll test on Friday, okay?
Tomorrow, I think I'm going to come in during your period and do the
Factoring test? That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
I don't think I did mine.
And
No, you didn't because it's still in the tray waiting on you.
I'll probably need to
They need to count this one.
Check your answers on 5 and 6. Have you got the same thing for 5 and 6? Yes, I can come help you. Hold on. Alright, there's your answer for 7. Check your answer for 7. 8's coming in you just did 7. 6 has been there. Alright, y'all work on 8 and then you can work on your study guides.
Is 6 just 5?
6 is just 5, yes. Yes.
Wow.
Alright guys, there's your answer for 8. And then you should be working on your study guide 11 through 15. 11 through 15 on your study guide, okay? 11 through 15 on your study guide.
Yeah, there's like a million done. I'm calling my mom and telling her you wrote your thing. I'm being on race because she does not go to high school.